I'll try to set up here. Okay, so how we doing? So yeah, I do I just did the Richard Broad again, so I thought I'd do Leonard Cohen because kind of a secret influence on the analog body, especially the last part. Because I was like trying just I did there was a recent Leonard Cohen book. I don't know. I'll try to find it, but Leonard Cohen was born in 1934. He's like born around the same time as my dad again, like Brodigan. He's a contemporary with Brodigan, and he died just 2016. I've all his records. I should have brought out some of his records and stuff, but I don't want to get up. Okay, so he was a Canadian singer, songwriter, poet, novelist. Themes commonly explored throughout his work include faith and mortality, isolation, depression, betrayal, and redemption, and so on. So he has a lot of albums, but yeah, I kind of like um, even before I listened to his music, probably not till the '90s. In the '80s, I was reading his books, and I definitely had was aware of Flowers for Hitler. Let's compare mythologies. Selected poems was kind of uh, Leonard Cohen was kind of a book that people had back then. That's what it says. So he was a Canadian singer, songwriter, poet. He explored themes of religion and interpersonal relations. Celebrated for his baritone vocals, Cohen's music often featured introspective lyrics delivered in a spoken word style. His poetry, like his music, is characterized by its confessional nature, philosophical depth, and dark humor. He has frequently employed biblical or liturgical imagery, drawing comparisons to T.S. Eliot and William Butler Yeats. And his work is often reflected the cultural and social shifts of the mid 20th century, addressing themes of existentialism and the search for meaning in a rapidly changing world. So let's look at the poems. I don't have like his books, but I found a few here. Let's see let's read a shorter one. Poem. I heard of a man. This is from his first book. Let's compare mythologies. I heard of a man who says words so beautifully that if he only speaks their name, women give themselves to him. If I am dumb beside your body, while silence blossoms like tumors on our lips, it is because I hear a man climb stairs and clear his throat outside the door. Let's see. My lady can sleep upon a handkerchief, or if it be fall, upon a fallen leaf. I have seen the hunters kneel before the hem. Even in her sleep, she turns away from them. The only gift they offer is their abiding grief. I pull out my pockets for a handkerchief or leaf. So, yeah, my yeah. If you look in my book, if you look, let's see where are those poems? Yes, maybe book two. Some of the stuff I was writing in the '80s might have had a, but that was like a secret influence because I didn't even know about it. I look at it now because he's doing rhyming stuff, so it's a little bit like early Eliot in a way. So let's see. Okay, so the only tourist in Havana turns his thoughts homeward from Flowers for Hitler. Let's just read the first part of it. Come, my brothers, let us govern Canada. Let us find our serious heads. Let's dump asbestos on the White House. Let's make the French talk English, not only here, but everywhere. Let us torture the Senate individually until they confess. Let us purge a new party. Let us encourage the dark races so they'll be lenient when they take over. Let us make the CBC talk English. Let us all lean in one direction. and float down to the coast of Florida. Let us have tourism. Let us flirt with the enemy. Let us smelt pig iron in our backyard. Let us sell snow to underdeveloped nations. Is it true one of our natural leaders was a Roman Catholic? Let us terrorize Alaska. Let us unite church and state. Let us not take it lying down. So he's by this time he's already kind of been influenced by maybe some beatnik uh, uh, literature and stuff. Let's see. Waiting. Let's see. Oh, here's another one. Waiting for Marianne from Flowers for Hitler. I have lost the telephone with your smell in it. I am living besides the radio, all the stations at once, but I pick out a Polish lullaby and pick it out of the static. It fades. I wait. I keep the beat. It comes back almost asleep. Did you take the telephone knowing I'd sniff it immoderately? Maybe heat up the plastic to get all the crumbs of your breath. And if you won't come back, how will you phone to say you won't come back? So that I could at least argue. So so let's see. What's this? Oh yeah, so do not let old friends from selected poems. Do not let old friends you knew long ago before I met you. The times I know nothing about being someone who lives by himself and only visits you on a raid. So so he also let's see, is that in German? So Leonard Cohen, yeah, it's in German. Okay, so this is from Spice Box of the Earth. I wonder how many people live in this city. I wonder how many people live in this city, live in furnished rooms late at night when I look out at the buildings. I swear I see a face in every window looking back at me. And when I turn away, I wonder how many go back to their desks and write this down. Oh, is that most of Cohen's work? He's a lot of it's translated into German. Let's see if we can get some. Is there any newer stuff? Because I read. Okay, let me look. Okay, so Book of Mercy collection. Some of, I mean, he has like some of his lyrics, and oh yeah, and I read Beautiful Losers like a long time ago. So there was a newer book. Let's see, was it the Book of Longing or the maybe it's the Flame? Yeah, I think I read the Flame recently. Let's take a look. Yeah, that looks like it. Yeah, the Flame, and let's take a look at the Book of Longing. Yeah, I think I read the Flame, and there's yeah, something poem, favorite game. What else? Is there any? So let's see how we're doing on time. Here we are. Okay, so 8 minutes. Oh, great. So yeah, Leonard Cohen. I mean, everybody. I mean, he's kind of well known. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see if we can find something more. Okay, so this is later. Okay, so I keep on seeing this one. Let's see. Okay, so and there's a one called Energy of Slaves. Is that real? Is it? Yeah. So that's still in the 70s. Okay, so let's do that one. Poem 17 from the Energy of Slaves. I perceive the outline of your breasts through your Halloween costume. I knew you were falling in love with me because no other man could perceive the advance of your bosom in his imagination. It was a rupture of your unusual modesty for me and me alone, through which you impressed upon my shapeless hunger the incomparable and final outline of your breast, like two deep fossil shells which remained all night long and probably forever. Poem, I guess maybe he has like numbered poems there. Poems 111 from the Energy of Slaves. Each man has a way to betray the revolution. This is mine. So yeah, that sounds a little bit more like broad again or something. So let's see. Okay, so was that it? Samurai Q. The next one. Yeah, I think I read quite a few there. So let's 10 minutes. Let's cut it off there. Leonard Cohen. I love Leonard Cohen. He's the greatest. And I got some of his music right here. So, but I don't want to. Next time, maybe the next one, I'll pull it out. Okay. Bye, everybody. Read, read poetry and fiction every day.